If you watched Montage on September 4th, you saw our report on the mysterious phenomenon known as pyramid power, and you saw the beginning of our small experiment to test the effect of pyramid energy on growing plants. We promised then that we'd report on the progress of our experiment and show you our results. Judging by the response, a lot of you have been waiting. We've had letters, phone calls, and people asking Montage staff members about it in the street. So, as promised, here's Maury Oliker with an update on pyramid power.
What is the mystique of the pyramid? After all, it's just a shape. But people write books about it, experiment with it, and even sell pyramids and pyramid devices commercially. What's all the fuss about? Energy, that's what. Those who believe will tell you that pyramids capture energy from the Earth's magnetic field and focus it into the interior of the pyramid, and also out the top. And they say you can use this energy to preserve meats and fruits without refrigeration, to energize the water you drink, even to refresh and energize your body if you sleep inside a pyramid. One of the claims most often made for pyramid power is that it helps growing plants. You can test this theory yourself, using the pyramid over the plants, over seeds, or over the water you feed them. We set up an experiment with two groups of plants. We started with very small, young Eumoipis, an indoor foliage variety that we bought at a local nursery. We divided our 10 test samples into 2 planters, 5 in each, and we made sure both groups were about even in overall size. For the last 3 months, we've been watering our test group with water from a glass that always sits on top of a commercially sold pyramid generator, a small device with 20 little pyramids on its own magnetic base. Our control plants have received exactly the same amount of water and at the same times, but their water comes from a glass that does not sit on the pyramid generator. The big question is, of course, did the plants that got the pyramid-charged water grow any better? The answer, we are sorry to report, is no. In fact, the control group plants are somewhat taller and healthier than the group that got pyramid-charged water. For those of you interested in statistics, the pyramid group started out at an average height of 85 millimeters, and the control group at 83. Now the pyramid group measures in at 88 millimeters, while the control group averages 99. That's only 3 millimeters growth for the pyramid group, compared with 19 millimeters for the controls. What's the reason? Possibly mites. Both groups were infested with these tiny web-building insects shortly after we started, and we treated all the plants with chemical insecticide. But the pyramid group had a worse case than the control group, and maybe that stunted their growth. We don't know. But one thing is for sure. Our experiment has not shown any evidence to prove or support pyramid power. 9 of our plants are still growing, and if anything unusual develops, we'll let you know.
Montage will be preempted next week. Join us on New Year's Day, January 1st, when we'll bring you our postponed report on the housing market in South Florida, and Joe Averill will chat with comedians Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. That's our montage for tonight and for this year. This is Ralph Rennick. Have a joyous holiday season.